Hey folks, hope you've had a good Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. I've taken a few days break and enjoyed it, doing family and stuff, although I have been moving guitars and ukuleles during that time, so I don't go too far away from these instruments. I just wanted to take some time out to thank the folks that do watch these videos and comment and like and subscribe and all that. I'm very, very bad at putting those in my videos. I get people telling me all the time, you really need to tell people to like and subscribe. Yeah, I just assume that's kind of automatic. If somebody's watching something and they like it, they'll like it. So I don't go overboard on that. I don't want to sound too commercial. I don't want to lose sight of the point of this particular channel. I do it for my own therapeutic needs as much as anything else, but I really do appreciate the support, and I appreciate the few people that have come on here over this last year and bought an instrument from me. So far we're batting 100, is that the expression you used? I'm still not fluent with baseball expressions, but so far everything's gone really well. I haven't had anybody unhappy with what I've sent them, so it's gone really well. I've noticed that a lot of people who have YouTube channels, they get a following and then they just sort of stop looking what everybody else is doing. I follow a couple of people who are guilty of doing that, who get popular and then they just sort of ride the wave. They don't stay interested in what anybody else is doing. I try to stay engaged. I've checked into some channels and videos of the people that have liked me and commented on my videos. I've tried to reciprocate where I can. And one thing that I've really noticed is that YouTube is not really a meritocracy. And I think this is an important point to keep a hold of. There are lots of people like myself who are putting out good content and not really getting a whole lot of likes and subscribes, or things are moving very slowly for them. I've subscribed to a number of channels of people doing similar things with instruments and in other realms as well, that I really think they deserve more, and I think their content's just as good as some of the channels I've seen where people are getting 2,000 hits after a day of uploading a video. So I think a lot of what goes on YouTube, firstly, is luck. Second of all, I do think that there's a cattle mentality sometimes, a herd mentality. I'm pleased to see the couple of, I think there's 2 or 3 fellow luthiers who have a channel on here, who encouraged me to get started, and their channels are the same. They still film whatever comes to them. Their channels are very natural. They haven't really glossed out like some other channels have. I'm pleased to see that. There are 2 or 3, they know who they are. They work on guitars or ukuleles or other string instruments, and they're very honest in their presentation. They're not overly concerned about production. They just want good content, and they're letting whatever happens to them in their luthier existence, if you like, just happen, and then just filming it. And I find those channels to be the best. They're not always the best rated, but I find them to be the best. There's a number of them out there, really good ones, some to do with guitar repair, some to do with certain brands or types of brands, some more to do with the reviews. There are a couple, 2 or 3 channels that I used to watch a lot that I've become disappointed in lately, just because those people have sort of lost sight of what they were doing. when they started the channel, and I think they've become obsessed with production and making things look slick, and the content has gone downhill. I watched a video lately of somebody who used to have it. I'm not naming names on this video. Somebody who used to have a good channel, a good angle, and lately they've just sort of homogenized and become like, you know, a number of other channels, and now they're just getting various guitar makers and brands to send stuff to them so they can do nice reviews. It's just lost its edge, and you know, ironically, the channel is more popular than ever. So, you know, this is just my opinion. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I think what I do is helpful in some ways. I try to expose different brands, different types of guitars, different types of instruments, different angles on things. I don't get thousands of hits per video. I sometimes only get 20, 30 hits on a video, but I don't want to change what I'm doing because I think it's important to stick with you know, your convictions, if you like. So you know, if I want to talk about violins, I don't think, oh, violins aren't very popular on YouTube, so I'm not going to do this video. If I want to do a review of a cello, you know, or some folk instruments, I'm going to do it. I'm not worried about all the naysayers who are going to jump on me and saying, why are you doing a video on Sarek or Greg Bennett? You know, Martin and Taylor, the only guitars that are worth talking about. I'm not going to jump into all that, and I'm not going to also become self-consumed. I recently watched a video by somebody who used to watch a lot, and it was like an hour-long video of all the guitars they own. I felt like it was a bit self-indulgent, really. I really don't want to lord, you know, my personal possessions, which are very fluid, by the way. This stuff comes and goes. There are some things that I keep, but I'm always making decisions on whether things should stay or go. I'm not going to do one of these hour-long, look what I have videos. I don't think it serves much purpose. It becomes less about the actual instruments themselves and more about consuming and, you know, how much capital one has to put into these collections. And I think it can be a bit off-putting, so I don't want to do that either. So I'm looking forward to doing another year. I've got a lot of interesting stuff coming, some more new brands, some more new logos, some more reviews. I want to talk about music a little bit more, perhaps, and about elements of playing, not just all about brands and whether you should buy something, but perhaps more about repair, restoration, maintenance, those types of issues, as I think they might contribute to what's already out there on YouTube, and I know there's a lot, so this is a constant challenge. But anyway, I'll quit waffling now. I just wanted to say thanks and a Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had are having a good holiday. And I look forward to bringing more videos in the next year. See you soon.